In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to use the Singer Quantum Stylus 9960's adjustable length and width on various stitches. It's pretty simple. Whenever you choose any stitch on the machine automatically defaults to its about mid-range length and width. So right now, for example, we're going to do just a straight stitch, and it's got just its optimal settings chosen. And the reason it does that is so you don't have to sit there and fool around with the length and width. If you just want a quick average straight stitch, it's automatically set up for you and going to choose the optimal settings. Every stitch, mostly every stitch, you're going to be able to adjust the length and width on. For example, I'm doing just the standard straight stitch here. If I want to adjust the length or width on that, you're simply going to press the button right here. You'll see there's a picture of a width zigzag, which is indicating width, and you'll notice a picture of a dotted line which changes different lengths, and this just indicates that this is the button you press for the length and width. So you go ahead and press that. That'll bring you to your length and width screen. Here you'll notice the picture has a needle and it has a left-right arrow. That means the width of the stitch. This here you'll notice has a little line that shows different spaced dashes, and that's going to be the length. Right now it's defaulted on 3.5 millimeters for the width. This is a straight stitch, so 3.5 is going to be the middle of the straight stitch, and 2.5 for the length. If we adjust the width on the straight stitch, it will put the straight stitch in a different needle position. So you'll notice I have it here on 7. It puts the needle all the way in the furthest right needle position. I'm going to go ahead and you can put it on 0, and it's going to put it all the way in the left needle position. You'll notice when I have the optimal settings, when I get to 3.5, it'll highlight. You'll see it turns black and highlights. That means it's middle of the stitch settings. So as I'm sewing, I can actually adjust these as I'm sewing, and it will adjust the length for me. Here I'm adjusting the length of the straight stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and go to a zigzag stitch. Again, we go back to the main zigzag screen. You're going to press the length and width button here. Again, it's back to our optimal settings, and we can, as we're sewing, you can do it before or during your sewing so you can get the perfect setting. As you're sewing, you can adjust this width. You can make it narrower. You can adjust the length. And again, whenever you get to the optimal settings, it will turn black to indicate that's kind of the average settings for that particular stitch. And you'll notice here that I've got different widths and lengths of the zigzag stitch. And you can basically do this on essentially every stitch. There are some stitches that might not let you do it. Some of the stretch stitches won't allow you to do it on certain machines. It looks like on this particular machine, the longest length on the, like for example, the triple straight stitch, which is a stretch stitch, the longest length you can have it on is 2.6, and it looks like it allows you to go down a little lower to bring the stitch closer together. It allows you to go down to 1.4. So basically it won't let you mess up, it won't let you go too low or too high for a width or a length that a stitch can't handle. And that's how you adjust the lengths and widths on the Singer Quantum Stylus 9960.